中にはとんでもないものがあるみたいですね。いつまでも私を守ってくださいね。聖剣の記憶が私たちを導いてくれる。
Good day guys, come here, welcome back to Langrisser M, and in this video we will be discussing about the future of Langrisser M after the 5th anniversary. So yep, as you can see, after the ending of, well, 5.0 have come to the end. After the 5th anniversary celebrations, we are now officially marching on to the 6.0 era, or let's just say we are preparing for the 6.0 anniversary. So I believe fans are concerned about the future of Langrisser, if it will still be able to continue basking in its glory, or it might be ending soon. So I'll try my best to discuss and give a little bit of answer to you guys, or maybe just a little heads up. Are you guys ready? Here we go. So, okay, as the title said, この世界の最後の戦い, it means the final battle in this world. But is it? So the official event has actually ended for the last boss, aka the 5th anniversary special summon banner, Apotheosis. So we'll be skipping through some of the things that I've already posted on my anniversary video. So we'll be skipping this. So alright, but in case you guys has not known, something I have just noticed and would like to share with you guys as we go through in this video, is that if you guys have seen the actual full trailer for the final battle of 5.0 or the special video for Apotheosis, you might have missed out some Easter egg or more. So on the video itself, the 2-minute plus clip, if you have noticed, there is something that you might easily have missed from 1 minute and 4 seconds onward. That is, as Wet Ham swings his blade and in the process of transforming into Chaos Ham, aka Apotheosis, these are some of the things that actually emerge. So for now, we're gonna be classifying as just Easter egg. So from the flame in sequence, it first came out as the first generation Bozo from Langrisser 3, the board Bozo, then followed by the second generation Bozo, aka the Bozo that we all know now, the purple hair Bozo, who is the cousin of Alamutla. And in the flames, we also seen Alamutla in the flames, then followed by Lane Force, Licorice, Zeridas, Evil God Kruger, then Shillinkas, followed by the Awakener, and I gotta say, whoa, she has great size here. Then last but not least, we have the appearance of Chaos in the flames. So of course it might be Easter egg for most of us players, but for me, I'm not sure if I can decipher that there is more than meets the eye. So what do you guys think? You can leave it down in the comment sections below. Then last but not least, throughout the battle, we have finally been able to see Matthew, but yet again, this is just from the trailer or clip. But this time around is definitely a great improvement. It's no longer just in the opening song for the promotion video of Langrisser M. Matthew in this final battle clip is officially holding on to the sword Langrisser itself instead of his waifu Alhazard. And I guess this is something that I've noticed in the trailer or the clip for promoting Apotheosis itself, though it kind of bit my interest that all these characters that appear in the Flame of Sword, it might be just purely meaning that these are the characters who have made use, well, or suffered in the hands of Alhazard before. However, there are some minus characters that are not appearing in this flame, so I was wondering if they are the... It might mean that these characters are in their own individual timeline or alternate universe. They have actually been the true welder of Alhazard. They managed to combine with Chaos and dominate their individual dimension. So because apparently the form that you have seen here are all the darkness or evil form. So as you can see, the Alan Muller here is like being foreshadowed to look evil. Same goes for Lane Force. Licorice, definitely this is like a possessed form by Bozo. Then Zerida is definitely, you're able to tell that she's wearing the Berserker version of Mask. That means she's not in control of herself. Then the anger of Kruger, the anger of Shillinkas, then Awakeners, and well, Chaos. But basically that's it. This is some of the Easter egg I saw for now, but I'm not sure if there is more that meets the eye. What did you guys think? Oh, alright. Moving on, we were then shown with the new SP heroes. Will be introduced SP Bernhard. Then they're gonna give us some mystery guests of 2 more new upcoming SP heroes that they have not actually disclosed. On the left is a guy, on the right is a lady. So a lot of fans speculate the one on the left is higher chance to be SP Lamford or Landis. Then on the right is it might be SP Imelda. Sorry, Almeida, our female protagonist. Or it might be SP Hilda. Then after they were introduced with some new Dimensional Expedition event. This is for a PvE solo event. So this is for single player mode event they introduced. It's met with different critiques from the players. Some like it, some do not. Then you're gonna be like building up your floating city island, strengthening it, building with skill trees, improving your battle power in the game as you fight through the stage. So I'll be skipping this, not going to go too much into this event. Then followed by they will be introducing another PvE monthly event known as the Legend of Almeida. This is trying to make the April Fool joke that they introduced to us previously, and they're trying to make it into an actual event, further hinting about the coming of SP Almeida, sorry guys, as she has been complaining that she's the only one of the trio who has not yet gained her SP form. So the whole event just going through about playing through the time skipping into different universe of Langrisser 1 to 5 and Reincarnation. And through the event, you'll be able to pick up shots of Captain Jack to form his rank up to his rank 6 form available. Then the team further promised us that they already prepared a patch and they will be making that the UI to be improved and better. And in case you guys don't know, UI means user interface. So okay, this is some of the layout you'll be seeing in your upcoming patch on how your user interface will look like for the older versions or older stories of the game. Then we have even some song mode and gallery mode. You'll be able to check through your past gallery. You can check through the CG you collected. Those that you already collected will be in colors, and those you have not will be black and white. And then after the introduction of the new improved user interface, fans were then shown with a new surprise. And because as the story of 5.0 come to the end, fans were hoping, or maybe they thought we'll be introduced with a new continuity story for Mashu and Tim, but instead they have not directly answered anything to the fans yet. But we were shown of another surprise story. It is known as Echo of Toy War. So for fans who have seen my older posts or videos, which is actually a new PvE quest event that is introduced side by side from your time brief now, is known as Interstellar in the CN version. Names might vary in the other versions. So we are talking about what some of the missing characters during Langrisser 3.0 to 5.0 arc were doing, then also to what is at the other side of the door, aka another dimension. So we were introduced to more to another new world, country, and universe of Langrisser, known as the Echo of Toy War. And if you notice, the logo of the L is no longer in the original red, but in the crystallized yellowish version of L. Then in the trailer, we are seeing more new cool stuff, more, in my personal opinion, I would just say down to earth original Langrisser style, where both allies and enemies were wearing more cool armor and clothing. The guys with very nice cool armors, then girls with skimpier clothing but very nice accessories. So yeah, and the usual stuff is very easy to tell that guys who are wearing very, very nice and cool armor, they're definitely either from the Empire side or they are the enemies. So yeah, it's very cool. They are these soldiers you've seen here right now, they're actually the new soldier unit, but this is the default costume. Is very cool and nice. Then followed by another characters which will be coming to the CN server during April 2023 in the CN server. This is one of the characters introduced will be Andril. And then we have a next scene where we were shown the clip will move to a castle, and apparently we were introduced to two wonderful ladies, though one of them is my waifu. No, not the one on the right, guys. This lady is enough to be my Oba-chan. It is the lady on the left, because I saw that there is some weird crest hanging around her ear, from a ear loop to her cheek. I thought it's going to be an important character, but apparently nope. She's just a side character that just made to fall to sleep by enemies of the Empire. Then followed by this mystery or characters who have been he seems to look like he is sitting lifelessly on his throne. So this fellow might be someone we know, or it is either going to be a new characters, or it might be someone we know. Fans were speculating that spoiler alert, guys, for the next 15 to 30 minutes, if you don't want to get spoilers, possible spoilers, you can skip through this part. So fans were speculating that it's either gonna be the older version of Mashu, or a higher chance of older version of Ares after he has been sent off and trapped in another dimension, and for some reason he has managed to come to the universe of Toy War, but those were just speculations from fans. Alright, then we were further introduced to another characters. This is a lady characters. It should be a lady because I saw she has boobs. She is Nemia, which will be coming on the same banner with Andrea on August 2023 in the CN server. Then we have this lady, which towards the end of the video will be showing to you guys the full artwork of those characters that we have managed to disclose. So this is the Princess Ashen from the Empire. She's a daughter of the Emperor Tyr. Then we have this, definitely gonna be my most wanna be and wanna summon waifu character as a dragoon lady. I'm gonna presume she's gonna either be the priest or empress of the Beastkin Kingdom. Then we were introduced with a mage holding on to this staff with an energy orb. We do not have his full disclosure of pictures, but we do have his sketch in a picture in shadow. It looks like he seems to be a mage, and just my impression of him, it looks like he's like a ripoff of Merlin from the Camelot story or the Camelot folklore. And then we have this sexy lady who is from the Empire. Yep, she's definitely looks like she's almost not wearing anything, but I assure you guys it is safe for work. Then this lady, I'm not sure who she is, but she do look like Priscia or someone else who might look similar to her. And with that, there's an end to the introduction of Echo of Toy War. And then we were introduced with something else, which is after the Echo of Toy War, they're showing some of the user interface changes for playing the Interstellar story and also the Toy War art gameplay. So this is our interface. Then we were shown the full artwork of Andre. I gotta say again, it's very cool. This is back to more down-to-earth original Langrisser style, or should I say more back to the Langrisser style of the artwork designed by Mr. Urushihara Satoshi, who is the original character designer for the Langrisser characters. So very cool armor. I guess it's very thick. Yep. So at the same time, we were introduced with different regions. So there has been like 4 to 5 regions in this new world or universe that we will be slowly exploring. So this character is Nemia. She is characters of those sea people. You got like Merlady, Merman, or people living in islands, mass islands. So these are all the foreshadowing characters that that are to coming or that is to come, and you can count the number of people here. It's estimate to have at least 13 people, where the one on the center is the one holding on to the orb at the last picture shown here. Yeah. So of course the weird things now, fans are speculating if there's a guy or a girl, but well, so we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13, estimate to be 13 characters, so it should be estimated to be 13 to 14. Then introduction of new soldiers unit and others that has not yet to come. Then we were talking about future plans. So aside from the foreshadowing 13 heroes, including Andrea and Nemia, which I will be showcasing in another video, Team Zilong also showcase some new stuff that you can build in your floating city. So I'll be skipping this. So the more important stuff that will pitch the fans' interest is they are gonna further introduce more hero reconstruct, and that means more new SP heroes. So the first batch they are introducing to the fans as of August 2023 are 3 ladies characters, SR characters. One is Vanna, Imelda, and Ferreque. Fans were thrown into this voting system where I'm just gonna cut the chase. Empress Imelda won the vote, and she's gonna be the next SP characters for players. So back to the summonable heroes. So 13 heroes from Echo of Toy War, the Toy War arc. Then followed by the Team Zilong said that they will be finishing the rest of the banner for the heroes of Langrisser Reincarnation, aka Langrisser R. The 3 more characters left, so I'm gonna estimate with 13 plus 3 we'll have 16 heroes, and that is 8 months worth. Then that is between Echo of Toy War 2 up to Langrisser R, so the total banner of heroes are 16 by now. Then when we thought the release of heroes ends here, fans were given a third surprise, and that is the coming of Langrisser Millennium. So just a quick filling information for you guys. For fans who do not know what is Langrisser Millennium, it is actually the first true Langrisser M because of the name Millennium. It's actually released in between 1999 to 2000 or 2001 after Langrisser 5, The End of Legend, which end at 1997. Masaya at that time is hoping to revive the title by celebrating true Langrisser Millennium as a way to revive Langrisser series, and also as a surprise for fans in the Millennium time, aka year 2000. So alright, then at that time they were introduced to this. There is only 2 official title released for Langrisser Millennium. Langrisser Millennium and Langrisser Millennium The Last Century, where it is meant to be an actual sequel after it was said to be contain some link or sequel to after Langrisser M, Langrisser, the End of Legend. However, if you guys notice, the artwork is no longer by Urushihara Satoshi because the art designer has been changed to the Rising Stars, at that time known as Kaishaku. In case you guys find why the artwork is familiar, I will show you guys two anime opening clip in a while, so you guys might be familiar some of the artwork. So Langrisser Millennium at the time is being released for Dreamcast and PlayStation, if I'm not wrong. However, the sales is not really there. One of the reasons is that instead of going back to the usual its own style of tactical RPG or SLG, correct me if I'm wrong, based on the description of the type of genre the game is, they switched the combat system to the usual Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy Tactics style, turn-based style, and you don't bring soldiers with you, and the heroes you get are limited. There's only like between 4 to 5 playable heroes. Then Langrisser Millennium, the Last Century, which is act as a prequel to the Langrisser Millennium. It is not really released in big titles, games like PlayStation or Dreamcast. Instead, it is only being released in Wonder Swan, a handheld device, which is like a competitor to the Nintendo Game Boy Advance, and it's only black and white, and it's like those 8 to 16 bits game, though it go back to its roots where you can play like those tactical stuff, bringing your soldiers to battle. But then again, because of the low sales at that time, so Langrisser kind of died out for this past 15 years. So it kind of died out after 2000 to 2015 until the game come out at a later part of 2015. So yep, okay, the next up is the clip of these two anime. One is Steel Angel Kurumi and followed by Kanazuki no Miko. So in case you guys are wondering that the artwork looks familiar, so alright, and that's it for Langrisser Millennium. And based on the pictures that we have seen, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna say there is a 1/5 hidden character. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters, then plus a minimum of 3 characters from Langrisser Millennium. There's gonna be at least 8 of them. Though at the video that Team Zilong did say that currently the characters, there is no direct intention of releasing characters banner for Langrisser Millennium. They are only, however, be released as fans will only be able to play through Langrisser Millennium story in Time Brief. But personally, I believe that they will be released for Summonable Heroes banner in the future. So let's do some quick add-in. So just now with 13 characters from Echo of Toy War, then 3 from the remaining R, it's 16. Then we have another 5 plus minimum 5 plus 3, 8. So we have a total of 24 heroes, and that means that is enough for the list of heroes to last Langrisser fans for 12 months, and which is a year. And not to mention, we have not included with the combination of the estimate 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 collaboration, the Langrisser fans will benefit from each year. So yep, with this said, the next news which interests more, if not most, of the fans will be the collaboration news. So to friends' surprise, it might be positive or negative, is we will be one hint to the fans is one of the collaboration we will be getting will be the collaboration that has been ongoing. This work has been ongoing for 38 years and has not ended yet. And it is the work that actually inspire artists after the 80s to do more science fiction works, or should I say more elaborated science fiction work. And this work is known as Bio Booster Armor, Guyver, or Guyver for short. So just a quick feeling for you guys. So Guyver is a work by Mr. Yoshiki Takaya, pronounced as Gao Liangsu in Chinese. So his is rumored to be said that during the late 80s that the director of Shonen Jump at the time was inspired, or he saw the potentials and profit from the Kamen Rider, the live action Kamen Rider series, and he has an idea to want to make anti-hero kind of styles or dark fantasy style of Kamen Rider series works. So Mr. Takaya Yoshiki is kind of being meet up with to ask him to create such work, and thus the dark fantasy of Guyver begins. So as you can see, these are the number of Guyvers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 guys, 1 female, and at the back is the ultimate form released thus far version of the Guyver. So personally, as a fan, I gotta tell you guys, I'm very happy to see these collaborations. So those who know will be happy. Those who do not know what Guyver is about, they might be saying that's so weird, like it's some science fiction stuff. How can it be integrated into the world of Langrisser? Personally wise, I do not know directly how, though I kind of get a feeling I know why, because of one of the aliens in the stories that says they can travel in dimensions, though that's just a speculation. Nonetheless, I'm gonna say is I am very hyped up for this collaboration. I There has been quite a lot of game I've played so far or seen around, but I have not seen any game directly, or perhaps I've missed out, that has actually did a official collaboration with the anime or comic Bio Booster Armor Guyver. And yep, it's very nice, very cool. Suggest you guys to watch it for the manga, because apparently the anime stop at a point where you just get the ultimate armor. So okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Then next up, Team Zilong just showcased us with the upcoming summertime limited skins. So we will be introduced to the following skins for the characters: Listel, Angelina, Liana, and MVP Mr. Alon, the caretaker of Nani Nani Sherry. So it's gonna be split into two. For the month of August, we will have this for skins. Then for the month of September, we will have Sonia, Lambda, Forever Quest, and Nani Nani Sherry. And if I'm not wrong, Nani Nani Sherry is gonna be the most expensive skin, the one that you have to pay. And I believe fans will definitely be willing to spend their crystal to get Nani Nani Sherry skin, because it's very nice. And not to mention that you can see so much of her assets. Then we also be introduced to some skins for Elmida and Mashu, and if I'm not wrong, they're meant to be free. You will be able to obtain the skin through events. And with that, we come to the end of the anniversary video during that time. But of course, fans will be asking the question, is that all? Is Langrisser M still sustainable? How long will it last? Can new players who come in at this time still worth to play it? What about old players? Can we still play, or is this the end of Langrisser M? Because friends of Langrisser M playing in different regions do not know the economy of this game, the popularity of this game, and how sustainable or how long can this game last. And coming here, I will just say it is down to two important main reasons: earnings and popularity. So alright, now we'll be going through on the earnings and also popularity, the most popular region playing Langrisser M in this following things I'm going to show you, this content data informations. So the following is presented by the Langrisser Data Bank, 资料库. So alright, here we go. So yeah, first thing we'll be talking about earnings. So this is just a pun made by the data bank. So apparently the height of apotheosis is over 2 meters, and Zerida 2.0 is just somewhere taller than 1.5 meter, though apotheosis won Zerida 2.0 by height. However, the earning is far lesser than what she has provide for the company. So okay. So the following is the 4th anniversary, versus the 5th anniversary, where the 5th is in green line, the 4th is in red. And in case you guys are wondering, for CN, the CN side, red is increasing in earnings and green in their views are decreasing. So it's unlike the global market where red is bear and green is bull. It works in the opposite. So I'm not going to go too much into the statistic here. So if you are able to read it or decipher it, you can make it. But of course, compared to the 4th anniversary, the 5th anniversary earnings or the 5th year's earning is definitely lower due to some new games and also shifting from Apple's to Android and other device. And oh yeah, before I forget to mention, all the following statistics and data I'm presenting to you guys are only from iOS, excluding iPad and desktop devices. So as you can see, earnings from iOS in 4th anniversary. So the highest is Zeridas 2.0, earning at 1.88 million USD, while Apotheosis is only earning at 1.16 million, is losing out by 700 over $700,000, and it is earning estimate lesser by 200 plus to 300,000 for the Awakener banner. So yep, Apotheosis is doing fairly weaker compared to the 4th year anniversary Heroes banners and single banner alike. Then in the game industry in CN, so in this part right now, you're seeing the earnings are calculated in yuan, RMB. So just so you guys are wondering, W means 1 means in 10,000s. So you'll be adding 4 zeros after the earnings, after the 4 digits you see. So for Langrisser on the 4th anniversary pictures, it is earning $35 million at 2022, and in rate, it sales increment by 27% at the time. Though this increment may not be accurate, it may just be for the month. However, as you can see, the ranking, it holds its place ranking in the CN server because as you can see, it's like the top 10 RPG game or top 10 2D to 2.5D games the industry. Then this is the records for this year 2023. So as you can see, the sales dropped by an estimate of 5 million, though it drops in ranking by 4 place to 14, though so overall he is still holding its place. It is not like dropping drastically like from the 10th place to 20, 30, 50. So it's still holding its place, and I'm gonna say it's still looking good, or at least not bad, just dropping from 10 to 14 in over a year. We are not in control over all this stuff because there's always gonna be new game rising, and there's gonna be gamers fatigue, or old fans are tired of playing the same old content or game over and over again, and not to mention about the attention spans of a lot of players. And again, not to mention that because this record is for, correct me if I'm wrong, based on what I read at the site, is all this data is just comparison for iOS. So another reason is that a lot of CM players are changing their mobile device from iOS to non-iOS device, or even if it's iOS, they're shifting to device like the desktop or iPad devices of the iOS system. So of course, I'm not trying to say how bad or good it is. It's just like an estimate statistics and data for fans to be able to see and understand. So you can see the overall sales at that time. So okay, for this picture is counted in USD. Sorry that I placed the sequence of the slideshow wrongly. Apologize. This should be in USD, so you can count how much the banner is earning at a period of time. So on the left, the X and Y axis. On the left, you can see from down to up is the earnings, and on the bottom, horizontal left to right is the month itself. So as you can see for yourself the earnings they are getting in USD. And okay, that's it for earnings of Langrisser M in the CN server. Then okay, we're gonna take a quick short break and showcase you guys all the characters that are the upcoming characters to be released in the Echo of Toy War banner. Before we disclose who are the top 2 biggest players base of Langrisser M in the world. So alright, there's gonna be these 2 characters, Ashen and this guy known as the Shoe of the Empire. So both of them are from the Empire. Ashen is the daughter of King Tyre, and this guy here is known as the Shoe of the Empire. He's gonna be the protector for the Empire. However, looking at his design and as a usual stuff, we just take Bleach for example. Guys who is always closing their eyes are either gonna be very OP characters, or they are gonna be the evil characters that's gonna be portrayed later on. And okay, then we're gonna have this, my waifu. So yep, this dragon lady, oh my gosh, she's wearing such long elegant high heel boots. So apparently I guess her height is not that high. Definitely gonna be some cute waifu. Then not to mention about her clothes design. It's very sexy, and I'm a fan of dragon myself. For fans who, or for viewers who know me long enough, I'm a player who actually like things related to dragon most of the time, so that's pretty cool. Then last but not least, we have the lady wearing the very skimpy clothes during the foreshadowing characters in the trailer that almost look like she's not safe for work to look at. So yep, this has been this definitely the mage or advisor for the Empire, looking at the design of armor in black dark casting. Though despite the heavy and thick armor, it cannot cover up her thick and prosperous vaporous body. Sorry for the loss at words. Oh gosh. So okay, are you guys ready? So the top Langrisser player base in the world belongs to, oops, sorry, we have one more guy. This is known as Emperor Tyre. And looking at the design of the clothes, you can tell that he's from the Empire. So yep, we are now finally ready. Alright, and the top 2 player base in the world belongs to So you might have guessed it or you might have not. It is CNN Korea server. They are the biggest player base. So it is no surprise that the CN players are definitely one of the biggest players base because the games come from them. Then to most fans surprised that it does not belong to Japan because why not, since Genshin games from MiHoYo has kind of like almost taken over everything in Japan. If you check out the streets in Akihabara and other places, the whole place is full of Genshin Impact, so there's no surprise. But personally, I'm surprised that Korea has the second biggest player base in the world. Langrisser is so famous that back at least up until 2022 is still like the top 10 or top 5 gaming app in their mobile stores. Then Langrisser M has been very famous that it's kind of like they have been holding some sort of small esports competitions. The fans were so crazy, they were so enthusiastic about it. They even hold friendly online cross-server competitions with pro players of the CN server. So, alright, last but not least, so another reason that aside from popularities and earnings, so as long as the popularity and earning in the CN and the Korea servers are there, I believe Langrisser M will not fall off easily, or what most players would call it. It will not be shut down or shut off easily. However, the same might not be able to be said for the Korea servers, because apparently after receiving much fame from the Korea servers, Team Zilong make another game similar to their famous IP, Langrisser M and 天地劫, as a love song to the Korea fans. The game is known as Archland. It's like a fully 3D version of Langrisser M. So hopefully the fans will keep pumping money and support Zilong. But last but not least, questions will be, will there be a Langrisser 6-year anniversary? Sorry for the misleading title. It's not 6.0, but Langrisser 6-year anniversary or Langrisser 7.0. Well, the question is, it depends. So first off, like we said, earnings and popularity. For popularity wise, can be a few reasons. The number of people trying to promote the game, the gameplay itself, if it is attractive. The third will be for seasoned players. After they have been playing for a while, they find out the shortcomings of the games. They make some suggestions of complaints and feedback to Zilong, and whether if they heed their advice and do some changes. So if I am able to say, I guess the answer right now will be yes. There will be a Langrisser 6th anniversary, because looking at the content that they provide us, it is definitely gonna last us for at least slightly more than a year. And last but not least, there's information that has been posted recently by the Langrisser mobile app itself, which they have shown to the fans that as of September 28, they will be doing the following improvement or improvisations on PvP and PvE content. And this shows that Team Zilong might be slow, but they are really listening to opinions of fans in, well, mainly from the CN server. So for the month of September 1st, the following changes they made is number one, in PvP, they will be expanding the map, the tiles of the map. So the game will no longer be just forcefully be dominated by mostly rush style players. Then second, that during the PvP ban pick phase, players will now be able to check both of their heroes faction, the faction they are in. So take for example Landis, you'll be able to check during the ban pick phase if there is a hero like Landius on the box. You're able to see that Landius is of protagonist Yellow's in faction in the icon. Then third is that most fans, old and new alike, will like it is the claiming of the burgers. The timing will be extended to the next before the end of 2400, and every day all you need to do is log into the game once, and you'll be able to claim all 4 burgers. Then fourth is they were improving for the floating city, the alchemist or the forging building. Players will now be able to mass forge their items, weapons, be it your sword, hammer, axe, and etc. So you'll be able to mass forge it. So aside from this, Team Zilong is hoping that fans will be waiting patiently, as they will be providing even more improvisations for the game in the coming month. So stay tuned, and sorry for the very long video for you guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and hope you guys will support my video. Thank you guys. This is Kami. See you guys, and goodbye.